This episode is brought to you by the law offices of Rene A. Flores. Hashtag DWI expert.
With our guest with hashtag PVT's top 5 questions for JD Mata. All right. So,
Oh my God. Okay. Hold on.
all right. We got to throw the screenshot on there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. It's top 5 questions with JD Mata. We've had 5 questions. Question number one. Question number 1, JD. Who is the greatest actor ever and why?
Who is the greatest actor ever and why?
In your opinion.
I'm torn between Johnny Depp and Al Pacino.
Ooh.
And James Cagney. Those 3. Let's go with Pacino. Let's go with Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And the reason and he studied what's called a Stanislavski method. That's the method acting, where you have to you base your role on past experiences. And having done that, studied Stanislavski, and you try to become this character based on something that happened to you, and it gets pretty complex, and he's just such a master at that. So
he sure is, man, and he's done all kinds of roles, man. And one of my favorite ones was Scarface. I mean, he did a fantastic Cuban drug, drug king, and then he also came out as a blind guy in Scent of a Woman, and then the last movie I saw him with was The Irishman. It was on Netflix, I think, and man, he did a fantastic job as the union leader in that movie as well, man.
I went to a special screening when he was there. As a matter, I got to talk to him and shake his hand. As a matter of fact, for The Irishman.
Wow. Oh yeah, yeah, man, that's awesome, bro. So, question number 2: what is the best directed movie?
I want to say Citizen Kane, bro.
Okay.
Orson Welles.
You people seem to forget that I'm the boy's father.
It's going to be done exactly the way I've told Mr. Thatcher.
You take Mr. K. It wasn't money he wanted. Thatcher never did figure him out. Sometimes even I couldn't.
That's an old school movie, dude.
Do you know that that's the first film he ever directed, because he did stage. And when sometimes how they say ignorance is bliss, when you don't know, you don't know. Sometimes that's when you do your best work, man. They say necessity is the mother of all invention, right? And it was for me that's arguably the greatest movie ever made, right? And the fact that he directed this movie, having never directed film before, it was just pure genius.
Órale. Wow. Question number 3.
Órale, bring it on.
La Bamba or Selena?
Selena, bro. Oh my God. Selena is she's a genius.
As far as but we're talking about the movie, La Bamba or Selena.
Oh, yeah. No, Selena.
Okay,
Selena.
all right. Because La Bamba was great too, bro. Yes. I mean...
Richie!
Lou Diamond Phillips and Esai Morales. I mean...
Dude, I saw Esai Morales. We were over here. There's a place called Runyon Canyon. And I saw Esai, right? And I go, hey, Esai, what's going on, bro? And he had a bike, right? And you walk up to... I like to run. It's a real steep hill. And he goes, yeah, I'm gonna run up with my bike, right? And I go... And I go, okay, cool, go for it. Dude, about 200 yards down, I saw him on the side of the hill puking, bro.
Oh, no.
The last time I saw him was in a show called Ozark. He was like a cartel guy. God. And he gets his head blown off by some rednecks over there in the Ozarks. Yeah. And it was like, I wasn't expecting that, dude. It was like, what the hell?
I love that Ozark. Yeah, he's great. No, he's a great guy, man. I saw him recently at the market.
Yeah.
And, he's a great guy for sure. But he was great in La Bamba, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then I remember seeing him in a movie with Sean Penn called Bad Boys, where they're both in juvenile, and Esai Morales there's some sort of accident that happens and they end up in the prison together and they end up getting into a big fight. But that's one of the cool movies I remember as a kid watching at the Rialto in Harlingen. Question number 4, what's the best thing about living in California, bro, in LA?
The best thing for me is that, okay, let me put it to this way. I haven't been on a vacation, quote unquote vacation in 20 years because Los Angeles, Hollywood is like it's a 24/7, 7-day-a-week vacation, brother. Here you got everything. You got the mountains, you got theater, you got films, you got the best of everything, man. You got anything in terms of culture, and then moreover, I get to do what I love to do, man.
Awesome. Okay, number 5. What's the worst thing about living in California?
The worst thing about living in California is, most people, what the conventional wisdom is?
What is
people
it?
say the traffic, but for me, there's beauty in it. There's something about sitting in traffic for 3 hours.
What? What?
It gives me a chance to think about ideas for films, about character. The only problem is that, okay, I'll tell you what sucks about living in Los Angeles.
Oh, hold on. I was going to say there's some beauty about sitting in traffic for 3 hours, except if you had to be at an audition 3 hours ago, right?
Dude.
Or if you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Dude, I was on Valley time, bro, for a long time. Mañana, it's like, okay, if I have to be there in an hour, well, I guess I'll leave an hour before I have to go. No, here, brother, if you show up 15 minutes before you're supposed to be somewhere, you're late. Like you got to be there 30 minutes early, and then not only that, you got to factor in, like you said, the traffic. You never know if there's going to be a traffic jam.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different. The concept of time for me has radically changed because of the traffic. But
so if it's not the traffic, what's the worst thing?
I would have to say, you know what the worst thing about it is that, and I hate to say this, but every time I go to the Rio Grande Valley, like I can go anywhere and I say hi to somebody, hey, what's going on? ¿Qué onda? It's like everybody says hi back. Here in Los Angeles, as much as I hate to say it, people are really cold, man. Like I like to run and walk and 8 out of 10 times you say hi to somebody, they look at you like you have a third eye or something.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I don't know what it is. People here, they'll talk about how wonderful and progressive and how.
Do you think that living in a city like that makes them jaded or something in some sort?
You know what? That could be very, very accurate. Because our industry, bro, like you said, a lot of people, everybody shares the industry. It's a brutal industry, man. It can create some dark clouds that linger. For me, I'm always I like to look at the silver lining, right? And I'm here because this is what I was meant to do. I found my niche. So, and I understand that, that there is good and there's bad in everything. Once I accepted the fact that I'm going to be disappointed, then I was able to, I can be happy, for majority. Yeah, I go through downtime, I go down, but then I pick myself back up,
Yeah. You have to.
So I think a lot of people, don't understand that concept yet of pain is mandatory in this industry, but misery is optional. I don't have to be miserable.
That's true, man. It's
so
all a state of mind.
It's a state of mind. So you hit a really good point, man. You're good. Are you sure you're not a psychiatrist?
Dude,